Coach Phipps coming off a pretty successful dual meet. That's going to be good to get that monkey off your back. You not only beat the men, you beat the women too. It's been a long time since we've had a sweep. Tell me a little bit about how you felt about your kids' performance on Saturday.
Super excited. You know, everybody across the board in every event area, we had people stepping up to score where maybe they weren't expected or bumped up in a place. And then, like we talked about in our team meeting, also the people that were our favorites going in, you know, those are a lot of pressure on those people. You know, Alyssa Brooks Johnson being one, you know, you kind of go in thinking, oh, she's just going to win all these events, but that's easier said than done. And for those athletes to maintain their position and to score as high as they were projected were really important for our team success as well.
I think a lot of your kids have told me in the past that they look forward to a home competition that's at this high of a level because they tend to perform better. They reach their PRs. They get into those top 10 in the WSU all-time list, and that's a real satisfaction to do it at home.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we talked about this of the dual meet being, obviously we want to beat the Huskies, but it's a great opportunity with some great competition to get season best, get personal best, get conference marks, get regional marks. And, you know, last year we had a great home meet, not the dual, but a great home meet. And this year we were able to combine a great home meet with a lot of great performances, and obviously the big one, the wins against the Huskies.
It's finals week here at Washington State, so our student athletes are wrapping up the student part of their lives. But it's almost finals week for competition. We're starting with the Pac-12 combined events. Cougars are sending 2 men, 2 women for heptathlon decathlon at Stanford. Tell me a little bit about what you're expecting from each of those groups this weekend.
Yeah, it can be a tough week on the student athletes, and so we make sure that exams and schools come in first. So we work around their schedule. But I think we're prepared very well for this weekend. Hoping to come out of there with lots of points on both sides, and it's a great jump start to when we head back to Stanford in 10 days for the final events of the Pac-12 championships.
Are you concerned about Alyssa because she is a defending champion? Is there a lot of pressure on her? Is she up to the task?
Yeah, I think there's always a lot of pressure on Alyssa. I think meet after meet, whether it be the dual meet where, you know, the expectation to perform high in a number of events or being defending Pac-12 champion. And I think that's something that she's embraced and has worked through in her career. So for her, I think she's excited to get back to the Pac-12 championship, end on a high note, and I think more of an excitement than anything else.
Lindsay Schaubel's reached some PRs, including in the heptathlon this year. What are you expecting from Lindsay? Is she going to be able to score this year?
It's a very deep field this year, probably the deepest that I've seen in quite some time. With that being said, Lindsay is doing very well, PRing in a lot of events, and if she stays solid, I think she can score for us.
So you've got 2 freshman men that have not done a decathlon. Martin started one down in Azusa, didn't complete it. Are they ready for this competition?
They are. They're very talented young men, very young still. So not a whole lot of pressure on them. They just go out and compete the way they're capable of doing. I think good things will happen.
And we're talking about Zonder and Martin Moldau. They have completed decathlons in their native Estonia.
Yes, they're very experienced, despite being young in the collegiate system. They are very experienced in multi-events, in a lot of individual events. They're really accustomed to doing a lot on any given weekend or any given day.
I know that you've said in the past that the important thing for these multi-athletes is to just take on the next event and not shoot forward and not regret anything that happened. Is that how you coach too? Do you just take them one event at a time?
Absolutely. It's hard as an athlete and as a coach to not get either too excited or too down on any particular event. But I think that's a strength with Alyssa, one that she doesn't rely on any one particular event. She doesn't need, a 7-meter long jump in order to score well. She just stays solid, and I think her approach is a perfect approach, and that's kind of what we kind of expect and plan out for all of our multi-event athletes.
Do you like where your team is in the perspective of next week being the conference championship?
Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think each weekend we've gotten better and better, and we've competed well in two high-pressure scored competitions at the Pepsi and at the dual meet, which we've not had that opportunity and match that opportunity with that level of success. So I think that bodes well for us going into maybe the ultimate scored meet coming up.
Do you like the facility at Stanford Cobb Track and Angel Field?
I do. It's it's been typically the place to go for distance races, and so we've always enjoyed competing there for our distance runners. Our throwers got an opportunity to get down there this year as well, and everyone seemed to like the rings, like the runway. So yeah, very excited about their facility and obviously the competition that's going to be there.
Well, good luck this weekend to the combined events athletes and especially the Cougars.
Thank you so much, and go Cougs!